Hello again. Here I am in my favorite place, the Great American Songbook Archive. These shelves are filled with very important musical history. And these shelves constitute a portion of a library that is called the Bethards-Massey collection. That is a consortium of several different music libraries and collections that were put together by a wonderful man named Jack Bethards, who made it possible for us to inherit this music. This music came from the estates of a number of different arrangers, conductors, composers, from radio stations and from other places that used to program music, radio stations, perhaps executives involved with record labels, people who perform music live. Jack Bethards started collecting a lot of this music because he saw that it was being thrown away or moldering in garages and not being appreciated. And like me, he would look at it and say, we have to save this because one day someone's going to care about this stuff. And that's exactly what has happened with a lot of our musical heritage. And this library was at the Paramount Theater in Oakland, California, very well cared for. However, as their mission at the Oakland Paramount changed, their desire to keep this library diminished because they felt that they couldn't do justice to what was required to maintain it. And so we were able to obtain it through the generosity of the board members of the preservation organization at the Oakland Paramount Theater and Jack Bethards himself. And it was quite an extraordinary job transporting this music here because this music is organized. And if you pack something and put it in helter-skelter fashion, then it is no longer organized. And how in the heck do you find anything? And so this is pretty much in the same order that it was in California. So all of this stuff had to be packed in a way that it could be transported so it wouldn't get lost in the shuffle. Over here is a library of music that belonged to a very fine musician, composer, arranger named Newton Wayland. This is a lot of original manuscript music that he arranged for symphony orchestra because he conducted a number of Pops orchestras in Denver, in Houston, and other places. And his library was a working rental library for symphony orchestras. And so this music we're still processing because it wasn't as well cataloged as some of the other collection. And we're finding extraordinary things here because, again, a lot of this music has disappeared. And Wayland kept copies of arrangements that were available from other sources, and now most of those other sources have disappeared. So in some instances, we have the only copies of these things. So this library will become it is a treasure trove, but it will become more and more important as time progresses when somebody is looking for an original Johnny Green arrangement of Lover by Rodgers and Hart, or if somebody's looking for a vintage Gershwin arrangement, or they're looking for Newton Wayland's arrangement of the 12 Days After Christmas by Fred Silver, which at one point was one of the most rented things from his library and hasn't been available for a number of years. So that is the joy of shepherding all of this music. The library is something that we look forward to sharing for years to come.